You're probably here because you probably have a key fob that looks something like this. A newer Toyota key fob. This one specifically comes from a Toyota Sienna minivan, a 2020 model. I'm going to show you how to, first of all, get the key out of here because there is a physical key in here. You may not know that. And then second of all, how to swap out the battery. And I'll break down which battery this key fob needs as a replacement because it's not a traditional battery. First and foremost, if your key fob looks like this, look on the back and you'll see a slider that looks something like that. This slider actually releases a physical key. So simply, you'll see the arrow there. Use your fingernail to push the button down and then pull where the key ring actually attaches, and you'll notice this key comes sliding out. I know, I'm surprised. A lot of people don't know that that even exists. This key is used to physically open your car doors if your battery on your fob is dead. So it's good to know this because if you need to get in your car and the battery on the fob is dead, this is how you get into the car. So that's a good trick. Again, that little tiny lever there, you hold it down, you pull the key ring, and this pops out. So let's talk about getting inside the fob. If you look inside, you'll see a little notch in there. And this key goes into the notch right in the middle there. And once you get it in place, you simply twist the key a little bit. And it's easy. If it's in the right spot, it's super easy. This thing will pop right open. And so you've got kind of the innards, the guts of the key fob. Let me flip this over. Like this little green board on the back is where the battery is. And there's your battery. So this is not a traditional battery. This is the CR2450. From what I'm finding, you can't buy this at the dollar store. You got to go to like a Walmart or a drugstore. I've got a link in the description below. You can order these things directly from Amazon, get a 6-pack or an 8-pack. That way you're loaded up and ready to go. So this is the battery here, and you sort of just pop it out. So you got to kind of put your fingernail in there and just sort of pop the battery out. It's once you get it out, it comes out easier than you'd think. But let me show you exactly how this works. You can see on the side here, there's a little bit of a notch. So that's probably the best way to get your fingernail under that notch, or even use your key. And there you go. We pop the battery out. Remember, the printing on the battery goes face up. So when it's time to put the battery back in, you're just gonna sort of put it in there and push it in. It kind of slides and pops right back in. Again, 2450 is the battery that you use for this key fob from Toyota. If it looks like this, that's the battery you need. And then once you're done, you just sort of assemble it back together. If this piece came apart, you want to make sure that the rubber is back where it goes. You want to make sure that this is seated properly where it needs to go. It all sort of lines up, but do make sure that it is lined up properly. And then put the clamshell back together, and it literally just clicks. It literally clicks right back together. Make sure everything's nice and tight, and there you go. And then you grab your key, and your key will slide back in the way it came out, and there you go. So that is how to find the battery for your Toyota, newer model Toyota that has a key fob that looks just like this. Again, that link for these batteries, order an 8-pack. Do yourself a favor, have these things on hand. That link is right down below in the description on our channel here. Hopefully that helped out. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, The Solution Factory. Every day we've got cool tips to make life a little bit easier.